Today our topic is how to stay motivated when things get hard. Life is not always easy. There are moments when everything feels heavy, when the road ahead seems too long, and when giving up feels like the only option. But this is exactly when staying motivated becomes crucial. Motivation is not something that always comes naturally. Sometimes you have to create it, nurture it, and hold on to it even when it feels like the world is against you. So, how do you stay motivated when things get hard? Let's talk about it. First, understand that hard times are a part of life. No one escapes challenges. Everyone faces difficulties, whether it's in their personal life, their work, or their dreams. The difference between those who keep going and those who give up is often not talent or luck, but mindset. When things get hard, remind yourself that this is normal. You are not alone. Everyone struggles, and everyone has moments when they feel like quitting. But it's in these moments that you have a choice. To let the difficulty defeat you, or to use it as fuel to keep going. One way to stay motivated is to focus on your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is the bigger purpose behind your efforts? When things get tough, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. Take a moment to reconnect with your goals and your reasons for pursuing them. Maybe you're working hard to provide for your family, to create something meaningful, or to grow as a person. Whatever your why is, keep it close to your heart. Write it down, say it out loud, or visualize it. When you remember why you're doing something, it becomes easier to push through the hard times. Another important thing is to break your goals into smaller steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, especially when you're facing obstacles. Instead of focusing on the mountain in front of you, focus on the next step. What can you do today? What small action can you take right now? Progress doesn't have to be huge to be meaningful. Even a tiny step forward is still moving in the right direction. Celebrate these small wins because they add up over time. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. It's also important to manage your expectations. Sometimes we lose motivation because we expect things to be easier or faster than they actually are. Life is messy, and progress is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, delays, and unexpected challenges. Instead of getting discouraged, try to accept that these are part of the journey. When you expect things to be hard, you're less likely to be thrown off course when they are. This doesn't mean you should lower your standards or give up on your dreams. It just means you should approach challenges with a realistic mindset. Another key to staying motivated is to surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with, the things you read, and the media you consume all have an impact on your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it will be much harder to stay motivated. Seek out people who inspire you, who believe in you, and who encourage you to keep going. Read books or listen to podcasts that uplift you and remind you of what's possible. Create an environment that supports your goals and helps you stay focused on what matters. Sometimes motivation comes from within, but other times it comes from the energy of those around you. Don't underestimate the power of a supportive community. When things get hard, it's also important to take care of yourself. Stress, fatigue, and burnout can make it almost impossible to stay motivated. Make sure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and taking time to recharge. Self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can pour from an empty cup. When you take care of your body and mind, you'll have more energy and resilience to face challenges. This might mean saying no to things that drain you, setting boundaries, or simply giving yourself permission to rest. Remember, you can't fight battles if you're running on empty. Another way to stay motivated is to practice gratitude. When things are tough, it's easy to focus on what's wrong or what's missing. But even in difficult times, there are things to be grateful for. Take a moment each day to reflect on what's going well, no matter how small. Maybe it's a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or the fact that you have a roof over your head. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and this can help you stay positive and motivated. It's not about ignoring the challenges, it's about finding balance and recognizing that there is still good in your life. Now, let's talk about Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that can be incredibly helpful when things get hard. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. When you're facing a difficult situation, ask yourself, what is within my power to change? What is outside of my control? Often we waste a lot of energy worrying about things we can't control, which only leaves us feeling frustrated and drained. Instead, focus your energy on the things you can influence. For example, you can't control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. You can't control other people's actions, but you can control how you respond. By focusing on what's within your control, you'll feel more empowered and less overwhelmed. Stoicism also teaches us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing obstacles as something to avoid, see them as a chance to become stronger and wiser. Every challenge is a test of your character and an opportunity to practice resilience. When you approach difficulties with this mindset, they become less intimidating. You start to see them as part of the journey, rather than something that's holding you back. Remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Challenges are not here to break you, they're here to shape you. Another Stoic principle is to focus on the present moment. When things get hard, it's easy to get caught up in worrying about the future or regretting the past. But the only moment you truly have is the present. Focus on what you can do right now in this moment to move forward. Don't let your mind wander to all the what-ifs or if-onlys. Stay grounded in the here and now. This doesn't mean you shouldn't plan for the future or learn from the past, but don't let those thoughts consume you. The present moment is where your power lies. Finally, remember that motivation is not constant. It comes and goes, and that's okay. You don't need to feel motivated all the time to keep going. What you need is discipline. Discipline is what carries you through when motivation fades. It's what gets you out of bed on a tough day, what keeps you working when you'd rather quit, and what helps you stay focused on your goals even when the excitement is worn off. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, even on days when you don't feel motivated, commit to taking one small step. Show up for yourself, even when it's hard. Over time, this consistency will build momentum and make it easier to stay on track. In conclusion, staying motivated when things get hard is not about avoiding challenges or waiting for inspiration to strike. It's about mindset, focus, and action. Remember your why. Break your goals into small steps, manage your expectations, and surround yourself with positivity. Take care of yourself, practice gratitude, and embrace Stoic principles like focusing on what you can control and seeing challenges as opportunities. And most importantly, cultivate discipline so you can keep going even when motivation is low. Life will always have its ups and downs, but with the right mindset and tools, you can navigate the hard times and keep moving forward. You are stronger than you think, and every challenge is a chance to prove it to yourself. Keep going, you've got this.